Expanding binomial products. To expand binomial products, we use the distributive law for binomials. It looks like this. That can look quite complicated. In fact, yesterday I had you working through how to find the area using two binomials, a plus b along the top, c plus d down the side. You find each one and add it together, which looks like that. Or maybe the other method that we can use that is much more straightforward is this method called FOIL. First, outside, inside, and last. And you can see here from this diagram, you can see that it's A times C, that's first, letters in each one. A times D, that's the outside letters or terms. B times C, which is inside. And then B times D, which is last.
Oh, I get it now.
Hopefully we can do that. It's just like expanding other expressions, but now we've just got two lots in each one. Let's do some examples over here on the board. So example 1, we have x plus 5 in brackets multiplied by x plus 9. If I'm suggesting you use FOIL, thank you for pointing out that I've missed a bracket. You multiply the first terms, that's your f. You multiply the outside terms, that's your O. You multiply your inside terms, and then you're going to multiply your last terms, FOIL. Let's expand that out. So you've got x times x plus x times 9 plus 5 times x plus 5 times 9. There's my first two terms, there's my outside terms, there's my inside terms, there's my last terms. And then of course I will simplify this. So I've got x squared plus 9x plus 5x plus 45. But I'm not finished yet. You should be able to go one step more. In this case, x squared plus 9 plus 5 gives me 14. 14x plus 45. So I've expanded and I've simplified. That's all we need to be able to do. Straightforward, just multiply the first, last, inside and outside. Question, example 2 is k plus 3 multiplied by k minus 7. Hopefully straight away you see that minus. Be careful with your minus. You don't want to lose it. You want to make sure you keep control of it. First terms, outside terms, inside terms, last terms. I often find just writing that around it helps me to be able to do it. K times K minus, because it's going to be minus 7, K times 7 plus my inside terms, 3 times K minus 3 times 7. Simplify again, K squared minus 7K plus 3K minus 21. But I've still got 2 K's there in the middle as different terms. Let's put them together. K squared minus 7 plus 3 gives me minus 4K minus 21. I've moved a bit quicker. Question, example 3. We'll keep moving a bit more quickly. X minus 6 multiplied by 4x plus 2. That looks a little bit more complicated because in this case you've got the 4x. But again, we just use the same principle. So we will end up with x multiplied by 4x plus x times 2 minus, don't lose your minus, I almost did, 6 times 4x minus 6 times 2. I then simplify. 4x times x is 4x squared. X times 2, 2x, minus 6 times 4, 24x, minus 6 times 2 is 12. Simplify that again. 4x squared minus 22x minus 12. Example 4, 3t minus 1 multiplied by 2t minus 5. Two minuses in there, so we still need to make sure we do the right operations. That's probably about as complicated as we're going to get at the moment. So, just remember your first, outside, inside, last. 3t times 2t. I see the minus, so I do minus 3t times 5. I see the minus again. Minus 1 times 2t. This time I notice it's minus 1 times minus 5. Hopefully you know a minus multiplied by minus
Positive.
gives you a positive, so it's actually going to be plus 1 times 5. Simplify, 6t squared, 3 times 2 is 6, t squared, minus 3 times 5 is 15t, minus 1 times 2 is 2t, plus 5. Make sure you think about this one on a number line. I find that always helps, so I know where I'm at and where I'm going. 6t squared minus 15t minus another 2t gives me minus 17t plus 5. And that's how we expand binomial products.